To me, first of all, I'm going to look at it from a general manager's point of view and to let the Steeler Nation know that if this is an indication of how Omar Khan is going to operate going forward, they should be very happy, and here's why. Let's say Chase Claypool, they kept him until the end of his contract, which would have been after next year, 2023. If they lose him, they weren't going to re-sign him with Pickens coming on and basically being his replacement. They're not going to re-sign him, but they could have kept him, and because of the compensatory formula, which I'm not going to try to explain because I don't know, but compensatory picks usually they start at the bottom of the third round. So best case scenario, Claypool blows it up the rest of this year, blew it up next year for the Steelers. They let him walk. They could have got a compensatory pick of third round. That's why they set the bar as a second rounder, because they thought at worst or at best they can get a third rounder, but the creme de la creme is a second rounder. For them to hold out to get a second rounder lets you know they put thought in this. It wasn't just someone calling them and saying, oh, we'll do a second rounder because we got a second rounder. No, this is a way to really maximize and really get a better return than we would have by keeping them. Now, what it signifies to the team, and I think another signal to the Steeler Nation, is this is going to expedite the growth of Pickens and expedite the connection between Pickett and Pickens. So, and all in all, every way I look at this, it is a very good move by Omar Khan and that Steeler management. And you add to the fact, if the rumors are true and what you hear about him not being a great person in the locker room, then I'm sure Coach Tomlin was on board as well. Let's get, especially going through a divisive time like this, as in what are we as a Steelers going to be as a team? We need to have people in that locker room saying the same thing, believing the same thing, and working toward the same thing. And if you have that one divisive voice in that locker room, that's going to make it even harder, because everybody knows when you're losing, that is the hardest time in any sport, is to keep that locker room together when there's not success, when you put a lot of work into it.